Why don't you work half the time? I'm gonna have to spend some money. I don't like to spend money. Hey, it's Casca. Talking about spending money. Alright, we are in Valheim. This is a Longplay tutorial. We are in the Iron Age. And to this stream, we are securing the base for upcoming motor raids. Motor. You don't know motor, but you'll meet her. She can be a bit of a bitch. She's cold-hearted, I'll tell you that. Okay, so I was working on the wall a little bit. And I said, you know, the youngins might appreciate learning how I'm doing this. Because, you know, I do have a little experience. Although the game keeps changing, but yeah, I got some hard-earned wisdom, a little bit. Yeah, I gotta fix my comfort. It's not enough. Oh, I probably shouldn't eat this one. Alright, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're not leaving right away. We will be leaving. Oh, let's go to sleep. It's kind of hard to see at night. Wow. I build at night all the time. I just come in and get some rested bonus, get some food, go back out. I don't even really throw torches down. Okay, so, morning. Got to do the iron. The iron ain't gonna do itself, is it now? It's just one of those things, you just gotta do it. Just keep up with it. $75 to the kilns. There's 25 to the Jewish Mafia. There's 25 to the Grove faction. 25 to Rothschild's scam artists. Yep. There's a madness to my method. Wait a minute. Something like that. Ah, what a beautiful day in Valheim. They're gonna put a garden right here between the two buildings and move all farming out to, I might even move all the pigs out too. 90% of the time you're gonna get attacked at your main base. You know, if you move the pigs to a secondary base and protect them with, you know, because we know their motor is probably going to send flying things against us, right? How do we know this? Because we've been in the mountains. We got us our onions, and we shot the flying things. I don't know if they're wyverns or drakes or whatever. It's all confusing to me, you know, but they're little baby dragons. I think they're the males of the species. They got, you know, it's a feminist species, right? The females are big and honking, and the males are small and not honking. Okay, so I got some stone in a cart here. Anyway, I don't expect motor to show up, but her bitches, yeah, they're gonna show up. They shoot them little frost things, and you'd be amazed how much damage they can do. Normally, I would build a dock with a roof too, but I'm not gonna worry about the ships. The ships actually don't die that quickly or easily, and really, it's not like anything gets destroyed. What I mean by that is all the parts are going to be there, even if they destroy the boat, right? The 2-star bores, on the other hand, if I lose all the 2-star bores, yeah, all the parts are going to be there, but I ain't going to have a 2-star bore left. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, we got to build. Wait, yeah, that's right. Then I want at this level. You see what I was doing here? Put it against this wall because it's going to line up. Okay, so it snaps there and it snaps there. Okay, now don't be fooled. It's into the ground. Okay, this is not into the ground. See it go down. See it go down? Okay, it's only a little bit because I only recessed these bottom blocks a little bit. Okay, but had I done them more, it'd be more apparent to you. This is important. Listen to me. This is important. Okay, you want to snap it there, and then everything's going to line up right. We're doing this staircase here. And then we just need these, but you want to make sure to snap it to these so that it lines up right. Bingo. Bingo, baby. I'm gonna load up on spider bait or rocks. I'm gonna do the battlements right quick. You don't want to have to come down. You'll probably have too much. But okay, so this will seem a little funky, but it is what it is. So I'm putting the battlements 1 2x1 apart, or 2 meters apart. Say. Okay, and so they actually snap for the most part along here at 2 meters, except sometimes they won't. Except for them times that they don't. Maybe I fixed that problem. I may have. And if they don't, just use one as a, what do you call it? As a, well, that's why I got extra with me. You know, just put one in there and take it out. Use it as, here, see? So, it was working fine against that wall. It won't go here, it's not snapping. Okay, so just throw in here. There you go, take it out. There you go, all good. That's wrong. Don't do that. That's wrong. Don't do that, I said. Okay, so let me show you how I'm building this. This went up surprisingly fast. Because I have a system. Okay, so let me go down. Let me remember to remind the old memories. Okay, we got this. Okay, and the reason for this is so I have a place to put my battlements, basically. Also, stop guys from getting through because there's more for them that they have to destroy to get through. But that's the main reason for the bottom layer, and then the big ones. They destroy the big one, they're still not getting in. I gotta destroy the bottom layer. They can't jump over stuff. Unlike the Aska guys, you seem to be walking through shit that I can't get through, which is weird. I can go through shit that they can't. Okay, so that's the design. So the best way to build this, I mean, you could put your wall up and come out here and try to put this up, but you don't want to do that because it's a major pain in the ass. Okay, just put in the bottom layer. Yep, we got a thing problem. We have a thing problem. There's a problem with my things. Gotta move my things. That's the thing. I'm gonna move this thing too. Should we get fish? I'm coming for you. I'm so good at that. I mean, you can go try to do this, but I wouldn't do that. You should make that blue when you're doing this. It's just, you know that it's lined up. Basically, you're snapping it to the other piece. You don't want your shit to get out of alignment. I mean, didn't your parents torture you with braces? Right? That's all about alignment, man. Humans are weird, but just give your baby a piece of meat when they're young. Oh, no, choke! Oh, yeah, whatever. Once we got that, then we can do this outside part. You're like, what? Are you crazy? Well, I was telling you that. See that? Okay. Okay, well, that's probably not the place to start explaining this. See this? 1, 2. Okay, that's how far these are apart. 1, 2. But you'll see you got a half here, so it's half, 1 half. So this one's gonna go right here. Okay, so what you do, if you get it on down there, we'll snap to the next one. There you go, it's in place. Ah, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. You're good to go. I mean, you don't even really have to snap it down there. It should be good to go when it snaps at all, but I'm just showing you how you can know for sure that it's going to be right. We're not going to worry about the top part. It'll do itself. I'm kidding, it won't do itself, but we're going to do it. Oh. Wham bam, thank you, man, in a minute. Quicky quick. I'm going to toss another one of these in. Do this one. That is wrong tool. You coming over here to fight? Are you crazy? Alright, phase 2. Gonna put these on. Probably the best way to do it is to get a corner. Bottom 4 is the inside corner, so we'll have to be on this side of it. Our hammer's probably gonna die. Okay. Phase 3. Did I get that? That's the way we want it. We have one there. We just I'm using the S key and the A key, and then just moving back and keeping up against this wall. I mean, you can maneuver yourself how you want. I'm just telling you how I'm doing it. Well, if these things are lined up like that, then you know you did it right. I don't expect anybody to build their walls like this. I mean, it's some shit I just made up, so it's not like I did any scientific studies or anything. But what I'm saying is true. If they knock out this center section, also you can take out one of these center sections and the walk is going to stay. The wall walk is going to stay even if you take out one of these. I wouldn't take out 2 in a row, but you could take out one of these big wall sections and nothing going to fall down on you. I will demonstrate this in a minute. Why would you do that? Okay, I probably should have shown you this. How I built the wall. And how I learned to love the bomb. Okay, so you'll see there's this gap here. You'll see where this is, and you see this gap, and you can walk through here. Okay, well, that was intentional. That's why I had all that scaffolding up in that corner over there, so that I could play with this. Alright? So, what I did was, I put a block down on the ground. Like, roughly there. Okay? And then I took another one, and I put it against that, but then hold down the shift key because I wanted it into the ground a little bit, and then I moved the mouse down, see, and I can put it into the ground, right? And then I said, oh, is it where I want it? I'm talking about this little gap here, and it wasn't. So then I took this one out and I moved it out a little more. And I did that till I had it right. I had the corner right. I said, we're good to go. I won't have to mess with this the rest of the time. And this is turning out to be true. This is third, well, actually, we didn't do the corner up over there. Second corner that it worked fine on. See this corner here? I didn't have to do no futzing around with this. Okay, now admittedly, up here, on the left here, but I didn't want to take it out anymore because, you know, I want to get the next little environment there. You see how that's overlapped? Not a huge deal in my opinion. Alright, so that just gives me the ability to go along there. And will the bad guys be able to go along there? Yeah, probably. Okay. But if you get a guy who's stuck on there and you can't shoot him with your bow from above, which you won't be able to with this design, unless he keeps poking his head out, just go like this. You take out a piece and shoot him in the face with your bow. Because really, if you stand back a little bit, he's not going to be able to hit you now, is he? Let's throw a rock at you. You know, grade work. Okay, if it's like Draugr archers and bowmen, you know, then what the hell happened over there? Oh no, I gotta eat. What happened over here? Who's beating on the fence? I have no idea if he was guilty or not. But I'm not running a society here, so it doesn't matter. I need some dandelions. Alright. And slapping these on, pretty easy. I'm just going to go ahead and empty the metal out of my bags. I really should go eat, but the metal, yeah, the stone. Bottom two, baby, bottom two. So this wall walk is actually expensive because these things are 6 stone. I mean, you could use wood for it. What difference would it make, right? Even if it decays, if you don't like it decaying, just use the stone like I'm doing. I don't like it decaying, so. I get 3 damn wood. What a world. Oh. Looks like the onion seeds are done. Have to get those in the morning. After we do our iron. Alright, what was I saying on that? Yeah, that's about it. We got the whole wall pretty much done. I put the wall walk on. You know, that section of the wall. Then I gotta move the stone cutters, because we're gonna be out of range of that in a minute. We also have to build the gate, which I don't know how I'm building yet. Well, it's gonna be, you know, double door gate, but other than that, I don't know how I'm gonna build it. Don't forget to periodically say hello to your workbench, because they get lonely without you. You have to be considerate of inanimate objects. Don't forget to name your workbench. 75. 25 for the Mafia. 25 for Grover's Group. $25 for the Fed. I go around behind because I don't want to pick up any of the coal over there. That's kind of why it's built like this. Because I'm a weirdo. I'm a creep. Coffee drinking creep. How much is like a coffee at Starbucks nowadays? That's crazy. You know, I thought it was crazy before, but now prices. It makes me think of cigarettes. So, R.J. Reynolds Tobacco, proven from their own internal documents, that they hired scientists to make cigarettes more addictive. Right? That was a big scandal when it came out. Now they don't let you smoke anywhere. Used to be, you could smoke everywhere. Whatever. The victims always get punished. They had advertising for cigarettes too. We allow pharmaceuticals to advertise, but not cigarettes anymore. Okay. Yeah. Alright. What? May cause death? Yeah. Yeah, and most of them pharmaceuticals say that too. Okay, whatever. I think I'm done here. We had to do something else. Oh, yeah. I have to plant. Harvest these seeds and plant some onions. Hey guys. I gotta go see this farm. I remember something about making a farm. I got a pig farm somewhere. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna check it out. So if you took your seasickness or what is it, motion sickness stuff. I have no timing. That's not true. I mean, not really. I have no ability to keep repetitiously doing the same thing over and over again. At the same interval of time. I think it's because I actually think at two different speeds. There's one speed that I think at, and then there's another speed that I think at. I think in slow, and then I think in, I guess, in normal. I'm talking about my inner voice when I say thinking. I know some people don't have an inner voice. I don't really understand that. Oh, I guess I think three different speeds, because there's the speed where your inner voice is your outer voice. Right? No, you're actually thinking then too, but you're yapping your, flapping your jaw. I would hope that, there's some cognitive stuff going on while you're flapping your jaw. But I was mainly talking resting thinking. Kind of believe in the id and the ego and all that. Like there's three of them. What is it? The id, the ego, and the superego? Right, it's the three inner voices for me. Basically, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't name them that because I don't know, it's fucking pedantic, stupid, and that's just how I feel about it, but whatever. When you get the adrenaline rush and you're moving fast and you've got trained reflexes, I mean everything is trained and so it becomes a reflex. Usually when my fast sticker's going on, which I guess is probably normal speed for most people, because I can sit for days in one place and not move. And I'm thinking, but I'm not thinking fast. But anyway. And the okay, so I guess, yeah, the normal thinking speed is when I'm talking, I guess. Hey. Alright, perfect. We got the onions coming in. We don't really need any other crops. That has to be done before we run out of onion soup. I need to build a wall. What we got left? Oh. Getting kind of getting hairy here. I think it's set to the right thing. You don't really need to set this one because they snap nicely. Yeah, we only get 2 pieces down for the battlements, but Is what it is, and we'll take the cart, we'll go get some stone. There's stone all over the place, but we're taking from over there because we're expanding the wall over there. That's it. Oh, we got to take care of my my cultivator, but I'll have to do that in a minute. Oh, I guess we got most of these. Alright. Uh-oh, forgot about that thing. I may have moved it back a little too far. I'll build a stone platform to put it on. See floating dome in here? My idea was to not build a wall in this section. Because that's steep enough. They're not going to come down that. I mean, they may push each other off and want to fall down, but so I have kind of a plan for that. I mean, I got 13% of a plan, maybe 12. Oops. There's another one to bother me. Like the HOA around here. Yeah, you found any rats over here? Yeah, I think I'll leave those for the next down there. Lights, water. Fun. No idea why them trees are laying there. Probably fire arrows. Yeah. Probably some over in my tree farms that I didn't pick up either. Damn. Crazy throat. Well, that ought to be enough to build the gate. 25 for the scam artist. Oh, that's the control freaks. My fault. Warmongers, 25. 25 for the scam artists. Yep. Yeah, you gotta spread it around. Otherwise they start fighting and people start dying weirdly. Wow. Good dirt. Foggy in my place. What? My place is so big, there's fog in it. This guy's whole weather system. And I can't do anything about it because I can't control the weather or the climate in my house. Soon. I wonder where I'm going to build the fireplace because I kind of want a common area out here. So I'll probably put a fireplace here. And then one in here. I don't know, we'll see. Gotta have one close enough to my bed that, keeps me toasty at night. I forgot that stupid clock. Well, it's been an hour. I can usually tell by my coffee. Morning has arrived. Alright, I think I want to move that gate. Oh, I gotta go do the iron. 25 for mind control. $25 for Lyme disease. $25 for inflation. Ah, what'd you do? Oh well. What you got now? Yeah. Almost got a full box. What the hell happened over there? That ladder just fall off. There was a ladder there, I think. It broke all by its lonesome. We got a lot of meat just marinating there. I was thinking about moving the gate so that to come in. You need it. That one, yes, the one. Yeah, about right. Call it there. It's fun. It's surprisingly fun. Alright, I need to take this down, but yes, the one. What's going on here? Okay. What the hell, dude? I was bugged for a sec. So, I'm gonna make sure I'm standing at the right level. Alright. Yeah, that didn't work out the way I was hoping. Gotta push that back further. Fine, I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Alright. Need some rocks. I have rocks. Oh, I need some rock cutters. get everything? Alright. Now, what do we got? Yeah, that'll work. Pave that road right there. Okay, so I was thinking about just pushing this right up against the wall or ending the wall here and just moving this all out here. I think I will do that. What do you think about this? I don't want archers standing up there and having the high ground, so I'd have to run like a palisade or something up there, but really a palisade would be fine. They don't have line of sight, and I'm not close, they're not going to be shooting the palisade. Now, palisade's fairly easy to put out on rough terrain. And this whole corner, I could just do this from the gate. And have the gate run into the... Maybe you may be asking yourself, how are you going to do that? I don't know. Let me build this gate and I'll show you. Because I got the Infinity Hammer, baby. Mjolnir might be nice, but the Infinity Hammer is better. Well, Wait a minute. I got some big honking doors. That is not it. That is not a honking big door. Okay, I chose poorly. Oh, look at that. That's a honking big something. I mean, if you could shoot through it, but you can't. I know there's a big door here somewhere. There we go. That's the one. We're gonna make it. Okay. Where are you gonna snap to, baby? Snap point 5 is a no-go. I think we'll just go with auto. 20 bronze, 20 core wood. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, 20 regular wood. Yeah. Guess I'm making some more bronze. I ain't really got a lot of reason to make bronze. Oh, yeah, you know, one thing I want to do is go through and make everything that we can make in the workbenches, because you should do that every once in a while. I'm not talking about the iron stuff, I'm talking about other stuff in there, like the bronze stuff, and make it up with hanging on a wall somewhere. Okay. What I want to do is get my core wood. Of course. Oh, my side things aren't big enough. We'll fix that. These two snap together. Oh yeah. That's what we got here. Alright. Oh, that is not my hammer. We should adjust. Well, there's a big ass gap in here. What the hell is going on around here? Well, I guess I could put... maybe put core wood, like... do not have enough core wood to do this yet, but we will. How about Yeah, that's what I thought. Snap there. I saw you do it. There you go. Give me top. Alright. Why it gotta be like that? Why are you not snapping? Huh. Oh, I had it. That one seems lower. Something screwy. It went lower. Why did it do that? Because it's not really snapping, it's just lining up with that. I went too high that time. I'm calling it. That's good enough. It ain't really gonna matter. Just wanna that's good enough. You don't have this in the base game, this is a mod. But I have the mod on, so I'm just gonna do it. I can get a cart through one door, see? Alright. To finish building the wall. We'll do this in the morning. Thought I heard a skeleton. Now I'm wondering if those doors get rain damage. Because if they do, I'm going to be upset. The roof on them are... Well, I know what I can do if that happens. Just put one of those square pieces on top and connect them with the little arches. Whatever those arches are called. Arches. Called arches. Not like me to get the nomenclature right. I see a thingamajobs, what you call it. Oh, 25 for psychopaths. For sociopaths. Oh, did I forget to put the... Oh, I forgot to put the thing in last time. so excited about moving something to the box inside. Guess that's what happened. That's a big gate. Now, I need some stone. Everybody must get stoned. Oh. Premature big stoning. So there we go, 1 over. What the hell? I don't need that. I've done lost my motherfucking mind. I'm not building a wall that big. Well, it wouldn't be so tough with big pieces. Didn't think about that. Huh. Nice guy, huh? Let's see about this crazy idea of using the land. Let's see if I can't make it work. Yeah, I didn't need all this. So I'm going to take this out. We're going to move that land and see what we get. I think that tree needs to go. Oh, I couldn't finish it here, but it's alright. Oh, yeah, this isn't going to work either because we're going to have the wall here. I'm going to want to have some stairs, so this has to be longer actually, this section. And I suppose I should just go ahead and put the wall walk on that other side. What the hell are you doing in my house? Rick. Well, it's going to be at least two of the things, and I need to think. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Kind of weird. What am I doing? I'm resetting the land to its original value. So the line, you see where it is right now on the right, that's not far enough over. It's got to be one more over. And kind of for this to work, you have to be pointing it like right here, because you got to line that up. So step over, it's gone. There we go. That's the right one. So just making sure I don't go too far. Yeah, big ass tree up here. Knocked down. Okay, for now, that's about it, except I'm going to have to move the other one down when I decide where to put the wall over there, which we're going to go look at right now. You coming, you little shit? I'm gonna poof you. It's like punting, except with my arm. Again, all I can figure is wayward fire arrows. Hey, happens. Except normally it'd be coal around. I don't remember cutting them down. Really? I'm shearing things. Yeah, there's a bunch of fine wood in there I could get. And then I should build something here. That'll do. Here's what it is. It's ugly, but who cares? Saves me building a lot of wall. I'm probably taking this over one more. I think I might do that. So, then we got the level ground one. Bring it in small. Hit the F key accidentally, because you gotta do that if you don't do that. Alright, I'm gonna hold the shift key and move it over. Oh. That's better. Looks more, more better. It looks more better. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. In fact, I could probably build this into that ground there. Oops. Oh well. It's in there now. What did I do wrong? Oh yeah, I should be over this way soon, shouldn't it? Oh, I made it 2 there. Okay. Well, that does work better. That leaves you some battlements along here. I got 2 pieces I can put down. Have to get some more. Have to get some more rocks. No stone cutter over here. I guess I'll start over this way. Yeah, it's a losing proposition either way. Oh, I can do it. Just was a pain in the ass. Let's take some wood inside. Kind of wish this had been just one more tile wider. Is what it is though. Where did I put all the seeds? I guess outside. Yeah, that's where I put them. I don't know. Always the last place you look. There's a bad guy out there. He can't get in. I'm going that way for it. Okay, well, we just got one little quarter of the wall to do. Gotta get some stone for it though. 25 Bitcoin. Couldn't think of anything, but this one's CBDC. What is DARPA up to? I think DARPA's with the feds on that one. Federal Reserve. They're private people. It's not actual government. Well, yeah, they're the ones pushing the universal ID thing. Well, those fields with the mafia, so now it's all intertwined, for sure. That's just the three main factions. I would assume you got some good people in the military. You know, some one or two. Well, you always know, okay, so you get the rich family people, and they end up serving in Washington. They're the most corrupt. We're talking officers, military officers. You need people to run the army too, you know. Joint Chiefs comes from the most corrupt, though, but you know you need actual soldiers. And some officers. Not that they really seem to be concerned about that. When's the last time we won a war? Let's see. We did, no, I guess we didn't win that one. And then there was, no, didn't win that one. Oh, then we win the war on drugs, right? Right? Or the war on poverty. But we won the war on poverty, definitely. Right? And the war on homelessness. So we won all those wars. Right? Didn't we? No? The war on domestic terrorism is ongoing. The war on illegal immigration is ongoing. What's up with them guys wearing masks? I mean, they control all the corrupt organizations. It's so ridiculous. It's a fucking clown world. They control the cartels. They control the corrupt organizations, you know. So it's like, who are you hiding from? The American people, I guess. But they're not going to come around and, pop you. Okay, that's, you guys will do that to each other. But it's not going to be the American people. Regardless of your little psyops. I'm sorry. You try to make us believe bullshit. They have dumbed down so badly that, yeah, I guess I'll take some of them. I don't want to take the ship thing out. They have dumbed down so badly that they keep coming out with things that they think are a good idea that people are like, are you kidding us? It's the most ridiculous thing. It's like, yeah. Oh. It's just the most ridiculous thing. Trying to baffle us with bullshit. Oh, I didn't finish this. I got to get a slant here for my road. Maybe I'll just restore this all the way up to like here. That'll give me like a natural battlement thing. I'll do the whole thing. Bring the tree down to this, to the wall level. And then there will be a natural, what do you call it, funneling thing. Funnel them right in there. That's the wrong tool. Yeah, I can live with that. Now what I have to do here is level. A little bit more. Then you got the slope tool. I'll put it right in the middle here. Voila! There's a bit of a thing here. I can fix this. Level it to this area. Yeah, unfortunately, that was a mistake. But then I'll like do this. Don't worry about the rest of this when I actually build the road. What I should do here, this slope is too much. I need to like push this back further so that I'm standing back further when I do the slope. So I'll just play with that. And that way the slope is at a smaller grade, I guess you call it, at a smaller angle. I need some big rocks. I want to leave that environment for them. There's a bunch of little rocks here. What do I need? I just gotta get that battlement and then the other side. Oh my damn. Thank you. I'll probably need a whole cart. So everybody thinks the deep state is one homogeneous thing. Okay, but it's not. It's many different factions. There are 3 main factions, though. Okay. The first faction got its fingers into government before the end of World War II. Well, 2 of them did. Well, 3 of them did. Okay. They all got their fingers in the government before World War II. 2 of them during World War II. Okay. The one faction, the banking faction, let's just call them that. The R's are for banking. Okay. That was 1913 when they created the Federal Reserve. It's the biggest scam in history, okay? And if you don't know anything about the Federal Reserve and you're just gonna knee-jerk reaction and say, oh, you're full of shit. Okay, whatever. Go look it up. Okay. There's tons of not made by the government or Federal Reserve things that tell you what the Federal Reserve does. Okay. Basically, they make money for nothing. They get chicks for free too, I guess. I don't know. Probably. I mean, chicks love the money, don't they? So that's just biological for them. So that would be the oldest faction. During World War II, we had our military in Europe and we had our military in the Pacific, but there wasn't a lot of military back in America. Okay, we had civil defense groups, which really were just civilians, not even trained up as much as civil defense troops in Britain and the UK. Britain Was it the UK then? I don't really know. Anyway, I don't even really understand the whole UK thing. I mean, I understand it. I just don't understand their attachment to it. It's like a 40-year-old wearing a fucking Letterman's jacket from high school. I don't understand that. Okay, but then again, I've been out of the service. Well, I don't wear. I wear, a non-military veteran hat. Okay, but I don't wear my beret. That would be just not just wrong, but creepy, in my opinion. Or I don't wear BDUs. I don't wear, I don't wear any uniform stuff. Okay. All right, except for holidays. Okay. How did I get on that tangent? Talking about the Federal Reserve, right? Well, in any case, they make money for nothing. Okay. Oh, the next group. I was talking about the next group. All right. I was talking about civil defense. Well, information was found out that they were going to bring submarines as such. Okay, I got ahead of myself. Okay. Einstein wrote a letter. Einstein said, you need to create an atomic bomb because the Germans are going to do it. Okay. And the U.S. government believed him. Okay. Which is very unusual. But they weren't totally corrupted then. So, yeah, but when it comes to national security, I guess they always have been anal retentive. How much do I got there? I have to do that whole thing. Where's a good place to rock? You know what? Let's go down there. I think over by the... I don't know what to call it. You can take a shortcut. You scared your base already. There's a big honk of doors. I love it. It's ridiculous, but I love it. So, they got this general called Grove. Okay. And he started a program that's now known as Operation Paperclip. He was recruiting a bunch of scientists from Europe. Okay, and a lot of them were of a specific religion, but that really wasn't the point. But okay, that did happen, and this is Operation Paperclip before the end of World War II. Okay, it later became known as Operation Paperclip and included German scientists. Okay, but it was operational before the Manhattan Project, which is called the Manhattan Project because it was like on the 67th floor of the Empire State Building or something when they started it. In any case, just some trivia. But, so they put this guy, who's an engineer and also a military officer, in charge of it. Okay. But you know how engineers are. Well, maybe don't. Just follow Scott Adams. Okay. They can be a little out there. Anyway, this was Grove's great idea, besides recruiting people in the United States, but apparently we didn't have no, I don't even know what to say about it. No theoretical physicists who were homegrown. Europe had the money to do that and we didn't. To, you know. But then again, look at Einstein. He worked in the patent office, you know. I don't know. Anyway, we needed to recruit basically foreigners to do it. Okay. Well, the Nazis found out about it. And they found that the Nazis were going to be taking submarines and sending spies and trying to figure out what this group was up to. Hey, what are you doing? No, bad neck. Well, then they're like, well, we got nobody to really defend against that, right? So some genius came up with the idea of asking the mafia. Okay, and they went to FDR and said, hey, let's ask the mafia. And he said, you're fracking nuts. And we're not talking Italian mafia. We're talking the other mafia that nobody says ever existed, but it did. Okay. Although the Italian mafia did get involved with this. Okay. The other mafia was already involved with the government through Dulles brothers. One was, some kind of Secretary of State, whatever, and the other was, during World War II, they were spying for us, and also recruiting for Grove. Later, Allen Dulles went on to be the founder of the CIA. He's the guy JFK fired just before JFK died. So in any case, all these people knew each other. And they had one of the mafia guys who was working to help Grove and help Dulles and all this stuff. Okay? Because he had some connections and he was very smart. He's kind of like a autistic guy before, you know, they made us, the rest of us, autistic and with poisons. Okay? A savant. He was an accountant. Okay? So basically, that's what they did. The mafia caught, like, I don't know, 18 spies in New York Harbor. Whatever. Because they had the longshoremen and all that. They had shit wrapped up. Well, this was their into the government. Okay? Because these kind of people, you know, they like to get leverage on people, you know? You get a little leverage on people. Just a little leverage. You know, if they do something bad, like they got leverage on some guy named J. Edgar Hoover. You know? That he didn't want anybody to know about. We didn't find out about that till later. Way later. He was no longer FBI director. So that was this group, not the Federal Reserve Scam Artists group. This is another group. And then there was Grove's group, okay, which had some pretty smart cookies in it too. But Grove really wasn't doing anything untoward at the time. However, later, when they finished the bomb, Grove said, "Oh, looks like I won the war." A very bad thing to say. Okay. And Eisenhower did not like that. Okay. And he fired him. The guy who made the bombs. This is before the bombs were even dropped. Okay. And, well, now you got a very smart, talented guy with a lot of connections with a lot of people who's pretty fucking pissed off. Okay, he probably shouldn't have said that, but even so, you know, now he's got a case of the ass, okay, and he knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of manufacturers of weapons, because basically to make the bomb you need to know that kind of stuff. Okay? And that would later be known as the military-industrial complex. Well, congressional military-industrial complex, as Eisenhower called it. Okay. So, what happened was, okay, now you already got the Federal Reserve going on. That's a group of the deep state. Okay. They've got, well, they bribed the politicians, man. That's how they got in there in the first place. Their little conspiracy at Jekyll Island and all that. Okay. It's quite possible they sunk the Olympic instead of the Titanic. Just renamed the Titanic. Just murdered the people on board. Because there was the people, was it Adelson? There were some people on that boat that didn't want the Federal Reserve. They thought, well, it's a big scam. Okay. Was J.P. Morgan on there? No, he wasn't on there. J.P. Morgan was on the other side of that group. Anyway, there's some funky shit with the Titanic. Also funky shit with the Lusitania. Lusitania? Germany, 2 months before the Lusitania, at least 2 months before the Lusitania set sail, okay, took out full-page ads for, well, until the Lusitania set sail, saying, don't get on this boat because they're taking weapons to Britain and we're going to sink this boat. In the New York Times, full-page ads saying, don't get on this boat. Okay. Of course, the government said, we don't have no weapons on there, but whatever. Okay, if they didn't have weapons on there, they pretended like they did. In any case, that's just another thing. It's just an aside. The one group is responsible for the Titanic. They had to get rid of those people who were going to oppose that. This was World War One, okay? Well, pre-1913. It was when did Titanic go down? 1913 or 12? It was 1913, I think. I don't know the exact date when the Titanic sank. Hey, do it right. Okay, so, and then the third group. Okay, well, Grove's group. Okay, he didn't take getting sacked very well, and in fact, he came back during the Eisenhower administration. Okay, he was able to leverage himself back in, so, into the Pentagon, into being an officer again, even though he'd been sacked. And that group is the military-industrial complex. Okay, there are other groups too, but these are the main three ones. You got the mafia, you got the bankers, and you got the military-industrial complex. Okay, actually the youngest group is the military-industrial complex group out of those three that could have control in some manner of our government. Oh, am I going to run another stream? Oh, maybe I will. Just keep going with this one. I got to get more stone. There's some more stone down there. It just got dark, so we'll see what we can do, actually. What I kind of wanted to do there, I'll have to bring the land up. I wanted to get another dock in there. We will look at it in the daylight here in a moment. So these groups have been vying for power for the longest time. Okay, and if you wonder why the government is so screwed up, there you go. I just told you. Told you all about it. It's not just one deep state with one idea on how to do things. It's three deeply entrenched groups, plus there's other groups too, okay? That mafia group created the Mossad. That's what we're dealing with right now. Protecting poor little Israel. So how do I get all the politicians, well, except for Massey? Well, I would say all the politicians are some very bad boys and girls. Because their deal is blackmail, information. That other group, though, that group is actually also kind of, well, yes, very much responsible for there being Bitcoin. Okay, which is funny. They ain't using it. But it's funny. That's a long story. Or can you believe that had been worked on since the 60s, the 50s and 60s? It's not exactly what was worked on. What was worked on was a separate banking system where they could do peer-to-peer payments. That's what they wanted. That the Federal Reserve and those guys couldn't, do anything about. The mafia group had, well, they were working with Grove and through Unisys, which is a computer company. Okay, they were able to get the information that they needed through a back door, a program called Promise, to, what did I forget to do here? I did it again without the iron. Alright, because I was thinking. And that Promise program allowed them to see what the Fed was doing, and they pretty much blackmailed the Fed, got them under their thumb. But the Fed, is a completely different group. They just happen to be under the control of the mafia group. To this day, I don't know, you would think it's a lot of different people. But these are the kind of people, just they got ongoing blackmail operations trying to get the dirt on people. So I imagine. Although there seems to be some falling out in that area too. Unisys stuff, that was Grove. So it's like he got a bunch of guys together to start working on the electronic stuff, and Unisys was making, well, the company that was before Unisys was making the Unisys computers. What were they called? I don't remember. It wasn't Hewlett Packard, but something like that, 2 names. Anyway, there was a lot of stuff where, like, private industry was spying on the government, basically. If you want to call the Federal Reserve a Treasury government, well, the Treasury is the government. But, alright, we got that done. In any case, so here we are in 2025, 100 years later. Okay, it's not quite 100 years. 80 years later. See, now I'm thinking my wall can't go out that far. I'm going to restore that. Wish I could just pick this up and put it somewhere. Hey, do I have something like that? Well, I'm going to just get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of it. I can just tame, guys. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the wall right here. I just wanted this moved out so that it's just a little further from the pig pens and such. Oh, well, I'm not gonna put a wall here. I'm gonna put the gate there. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to move that land out. So actually the gate's going to end here on this one. Or do I move the road over? If I put the road on the other side of the tree, maybe I don't have to kill the tree. I'm sorry, people, I gotta think about this. This is my base. Well, we can do this. We're gonna level this. Yeah, I think a little more. You can always restore it back. So who controls the FBI? Well, the Mafia guys did. But I kind of think there's a battle going on, see? Because I don't buy the whole dumbed down thing. That they become so stupid. I think they're being stupid on purpose. So then they can say, oops, because another faction is kind of in there. Now what faction is that? I don't know. It's not Mick. So what does that leave? The Mick is ARPA became DARPA. Okay. That was Grove's baby. Okay. Actually, it was still called ARPA when it became part of the government. Eisenhower changed the name to Defense Advanced Research Agency, or whatever it is they RPA. What's B for? Anyway, whatever. I think that the FBI is not really listening to their mafia handlers. Well, their mafia handlers are saying, do this, and the FBI is doing it stupid. Okay? I think that's what's going on. That's why this thing looks like a clusterfuck. That they're trying to let us know what's going on. That, yeah, I think this is going to work. I'll probably get rid of this here. You. And you. Well, the mafia group's trying to well, we had nothing to do with that. We have nothing to do with that. The lady is protesting very much. This way a little more. Oops. Am I up that high? Oops. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Why did you change? What happens if I do this over here? Why did you do that? Okay, that's not working for me. Something screwy. First click is doing weird shit, so seems like I gotta do it more than once. Got a damn lip there. Okay, it's close enough for rock and roll. I'll whack this with normal pickaxe and such later. Ah, shit, how am I gonna fix this? I'll just move the sides in. That's not how it's going to be. I'm going to reset it to normal. I'll fix this for now. I'll play with the normal stuff. Actually, this I might have to do that. Oh. Why is it? Huh. Was there normally a big crack here, guys? Doesn't want to do it there. Oh, I'm on dirt. Did I do? Reset. This one. Like, what's going on? And the road is still intact, so. Well, that's ugly. Oh, it is what it is. Darn. That's good enough. I'll play with it. So that thing, I want to restore the ground underneath it so my wall is going to end there. Good enough. Okay, so. I think I need to take this out a little more. Yeah. That'll be good. I'm gonna put the grass back, just get out of my way so I can see what I'm building. I need my stone cutters. Get the stone cutters down, then we're gonna get up and get a coffee and go to the bathroom. Oh, I didn't get this done. Yeah, I didn't think so. I could dream though. It's not that I disagree with the dumbing down theory, because it seems to be that way. All the old guard is gone, and the only people they actually trusted to have any knowledge or power of what's going on, where people easily controlled and pliable. That's why they never changed the playbook. Because, well, they didn't come up with the playbook to begin with. They inherited it, so to speak. What do you mean? Why is it gonna be like that? Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, I guess I'm going the wrong direction anyway. I can make this work. There we go. Alright. Okay, done. I'm gonna get those moving. The other side. My guess is that something wasn't cleared, and then they're like, "Oh, now you want us to cover for you? Maybe you came to us before you pulled this lever." And I'm sure it's like, "Oh, we don't have time," or whatever, because it seemed to be a time-critical thing. Where's the third one? Oh. Get that one too. I gotta take that part of the wall down because it's moving. I don't even think I need this one. But let's set it here for now. Because there's some really funky stuff going on. Wrong side. Oops. So I couldn't make either one of these. Could make this. I have two different perch. I have a level 1 and a level 2 perch, but I guess I need two of the same. I mean, it just says perch, but my two perch don't work, so they're two different levels. That's the only thing I can see the difference between them. And I only got one trollfish. Guess I have to go fishing. It's on my to-do list. Okay, that's not true. That's wrong to-do list. Okay, now it's on my to-do list. I mean, I've been, for the last couple weeks, trying to, for the life of me, figure out what the hell is going on, and it's just been, like, it made no sense until I realized, you know, there might be some infighting going on, because, I mean, talking about the worst cover-up in human history. I will be right back. So for me, it was like, okay, well, it's all bad. But then I'm like, when I realized they're fighting was the Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. The magic, the miracle, 30-6. Yeah, no. 30-6 definitely go through human bone. I don't give a shit. Oh, it's really healthy. See, people behind him, actually. Here's my supposition on the whole thing. CO2, or electromagnetic round, small, fired from the base of a camera right in front of him, to his left as he was looking out. Why do I say this? Because there was a small exit wound in his hair back behind his left ear. But it was so small that it had to be small round, and for that short a distance where they had it, and low velocity, not low velocity like and you just threw a knife, it's faster than that, but not as fast as a high powered round like a 30-6. No, it's just 30-6 hit him it has the entrance wound. 30-6 hit him in the neck. No, his head would come off. I'm sorry. Just you're not gonna break physics by saying, "Oh, it's a miracle. He had healthy bones." If it would have hit his spine, his head would have came off. So I'm sorry. It's nasty. I've seen it. It's real. No. No, there's no, like, oh. No. Sure, there's videos of, like, shooting those kind of rounds at watermelons and things like that. They'll fracking explode. The hydrostatic pressure is so high. Now, admittedly, your skull is harder than, the skin of a watermelon, but it's just, you're talking about changing physics. No, but you can't. So I think that was a mafia group, which seems to be very religious. And they're like, well, don't believe that. Why am I overburdened? I'm carrying 48 stone. Alright, getting there. Now I gotta go get more. It's like, yeah. So I was like, okay. Now these people aren't talking to each other about their fibs and all that, because these guys said 30-6 rifle. Okay. And the whole thing is fracking, cluster frack. Alright. I have all this stone right here too. This is wall that needs to be here. Now I'm sure there's some very religious people who really like some guy who may or may not have been shot with a 30-06 and actually believe that. But I think it's probably not a majority of Americans. Okay, what do I got here? I can fudge these some. Alright, so this one can come out. Huh. Yeah, let's get that third one out here. Oh, ain't right. That, gotta go eat. Oh, I turned off raids, so just so you know. I think. I don't know, because if we get a raid, we'll find out. Where's my cart? Uh-oh, let's ask all over again. Can't find my cart. Okay, well, I got a bunch of stone over here. My cart was like over here. It's probably right inside this door. Oh, that ain't it. Okay. Well, that's where it's going to be parked in the future. It just must have reflexively parked it there. I do some unthinking things. This is true. Where you at? Okay. That sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, I can turn it one more. I haven't really been following it that closely because we got this 3i Atlas coming at us. That's interesting. I think it's more interesting than a foreign power trying to start a civil war in America. Yeah, certainly there are some excitable and What's a good word? Partisan people in America. But I think it's actually most regular old Americans are just reasonable fucking people trying to get by. That's my opinion. I've seen a pretty good cross-section of this service being, of this being in the service, you know. Yeah, that worked out. Alright, good. Haha. Guess we're gonna have to get the bronze before I can finish that. Lots to do before that, though. Fine. And I think all those reasonable people probably feel like they don't have a political home, for the most part, the way things are. Quite frankly, I think the political party should be legal. Here's why. We gotta toe the party line. And you're not American, I'm sorry. You be making decisions on different issues by yourself, for yourself, you know, not voting no party line shit. It's just wrong. I'm sorry, that's how I feel about it. I feel that it's just wrong. This one ain't gonna line up either. Oh, okay. It did. Good. Get some more. Yep. Gonna need to get more stone. Oh, got that right there. That might be enough. Oh, maybe not, because I gotta do battlement too. That doesn't have a battlement on it. Something is fucking wrong. Oh no, that's right. I got confused for a second. Pretty sure I need this. I don't need that staircase there. I'll probably just put one in the corner there. Well, shucks. That's fine. Alright. We'll go with that. Oh, oops. I can just take the stair up there. I don't need another piece. Alright. what I want. Kind of want it over more than that. Alright. So I didn't get my dock because I forgot about it. This is not enough room here if I'm going to put the gate where that is. Some guy on the X, the Twitter, whatever. He's talking about that 3-1 Atlas, 3i Atlas, whatever it is. Couldn't come up with a decent name for it. Anyway, he said it's about to go into the asteroid belt, and he says if it changes course or slows down, then there's a possibility that it's artificial. And I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Mental? Dumb? Yeah, if it slows down, yeah, or it changes course without the gravity well doing it, then it's absolutely, positively artificial. Okay, there's no possibility. Yeah, there's 100% possibility, but it's just the weirdest way. I don't understand people sometimes, I guess, because I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, if that damn thing changes course, it's already been decelerating, so they're saying it's outgassing out bullshit. Okay. It's got its tail in front of it. It's not between its legs, it's in front of it. I think they're saying it's gonna end up by Mars. Both. Did we ever plant a flag over there? Dion ain't gonna like that. Bunch of illegal aliens landing on Mars and shit. Well, ICE won't need to worry about masking up. Just get the reflective spacesuit, face plates. Nobody be able to see who's there. Okay. I don't want to do that yet. Fact of the matter is, if you get 1G acceleration, you can get up to if you could keep it going. Okay. It doesn't take you long to get a pretty high damn velocity if you got 1G acceleration. It's kinda not crazy, but kind of surprising how short of a time it takes at 1G acceleration. So what is that, 9.9 meters per second squared? Yeah, so I don't, that's not completely accurate, but that's about what Earth's gravity is. Alright, I gotta get some bronze, some core wood, and some regular wood. Oh, and I needed some extra core wood. Yeah. If it starts doing fucking donuts in the middle of the solar system, it's a possibility that it's artificial too. Yeah. I don't have a... The hell are you up to? Rowdy ass mother tracker. Doesn't have one of them close. Oh, Mr. Tree. Hey. Can't see you, Mr. Tree. We would lock in the middle there. Is it locking? No, it's just floating because I'm pointing there. No, Oh, it might be okay. Wrong one. Oh. And then there's that. There's stone. Oh, they would kind of lock a little bit. Works for me. Doesn't got a big gap in there. Don't really care that much. Alright, and then we need some stone to finish that last piece of the wall. Well, this has been a project. Well, right, I'm invading your territory now. So, is it aliens? Well, okay. Maybe they have, like, an Epstein drive, which, quite frankly, in my opinion, is poorly named. The Expanse TV show. Maybe there was a reason they did that, I don't know. So, that was like, I don't know, they do drop fusion pellets or something. Hydrogen. Probably solid hydrogen, which would be frozen, right? Or would it? Yeah. Okay. Pellets and maybe an isotope of hydrogen. What are they? Helium. No, that's helium. Helium is helium, not sure. I don't know. Well, they're making fusion because the machine, whatever, yeah, the machines in that one solar, well, not in the solar, in the, it's not a solar system, in the, what was that called? Where all the rings were that went to different places. In the TV show Expanse, they, I think I'll just manually, is that all I got? No, I got two more. This is a no-strike zone, man. Don't strike me. They did something. Totally, probably, yeah, magic, but, you know, like Clark said, I guess. If you could start changing the laws of physics, then, you know, yeah, that's magic. I'm not sure how much I need, so I'm just gonna get a couple of these big ones. Should be good. A couple of little ones. Just gonna fill up again. Right, so they stopped it from being able, all the ships, not just one ship, from being able to do a fusion reaction. Also, I don't know what they did. They put a speed limit. Yeah, they did that too. Yeah, they didn't shut down the fusion thing until they tried. Okay, any scientist who said, yeah, I want to blow this up as a science experiment. Yeah, it's not much of a scientist, in my opinion. That's your start. Military scientists, I guess? That's where you want to start, huh? So, I want to blow this up. Yeah. I'm sure people like that exist. They just don't really consider them much of a scientist. I'm sorry, that's how I feel about it. It's like a doctor, like, yeah, let's just do an autopsy on him, see how he ticks. You know, what he should be, you know, curing something, you know, a guy comes in with a broken leg. Yeah, let's do an autopsy on him and see how it's blow up. Let's blow up this ship. No, it makes no sense. I'm sorry. I don't feel like it makes sense to me. Right, and I did. Yeah. In any case, I think it's a huge possibility. Unless, the Mick guys ran out there and launched it towards from the Orc Cloud and inward. I don't know exactly where they started seeing it. Oh, what are we gonna have here? Let's extend this one into the like that. Let's see what we got here. Like I'm being an asshole, huh? Why are you gonna be like that? Got ya. Wait, well, I know I want this one just overlap a little bit that way. Okay, so all this is well and good. I gotta get a staircase here. All this is well and good except for the real important thing is I gotta get some wood. My cart's out there, I think. The house is scared again. Didn't I bring it up? Might be down there. Yeah, it is. What are you doing to my cart, man? I'll mess with your cart. Wow, he really damaged my cart pretty good, too. It looks sick. It looks green in the gills. Okay, I can fix that. Now, what was I saying? Where I so rudely lost my card again. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, we gotta put down a bunch of workbenches. Because otherwise these guys will be teleporting in here. And I have to do the same thing over here that I did over there, restore this whole section to this level. I'm gonna restore it all the way up there. So probably just leave these trees, which is why I didn't take them down. As far as the trees that are going to be inside, they're going to come down. I can plant trees where I want, if I want a tree there. Except for those ones. I can't plant those ones. So I have no acorns. They do drop acorns occasionally every, well, not every 417 days. I haven't been cutting a lot down, though. Okay, now if you're going to want to plant the oaks in your base, they take up a lot of room. I'm just going to leave that one. And I'm kind of glad the other one's outside of the base. So, I just need some wood. I'll be dropping some workbenches along the wall. 10 should do. Yeah, that's alright. I would prefer if they work, but like that one really isn't going to. This one will. And like if I put one by the door here, it probably won't. Unless I put, some kind of reinforcement like right here. No, it is working. But for now, this is inside my base, so I want it covered with workbenches so that things don't teleport in. In the future, well, actually I got a bunch of circlings now. In the future, I'll probably put wards along the wall. And I already have workbenches all along there. I should do it. Except for the new extension of the wall. What I got left? 3 more. What are you doing in here? I think that's the guy who ran in and jumped over my cart. I should put some down in there. Oh, there's one down here. Alright. I'll take that wood down some other time. I think this G's about over. Watch the skies for aliens, people. And be aware of miracles. And Superman. Don't forget Don't forget to be aware of Supermen and martyrs. Neck. Just get repaired. Fix my bags. I like to be getting my equipment squared away before I get off. So that area that we have here, day 366 death. See this white, green. I've lost the flattest to color things properly. This is meadows, this is plains. Two different types of crops will grow, and they won't be able to grow on the other side. So basically, I'm going to put down a little keep type thing here, with a wall around it. Probably not running all the way to the shore. That's what the construction base, Y base over here is. I won't be getting stone and all that. It's going to be stone because it's the frickin' plains, and the lox comes along, and stone ain't going to last long anyway. But it's what we have. And I think I'm going to end up moving all my crops up there. So things that I'm growing here, I'll plant up there, and we'll have a portal to go in, come and do my farming. And then the things that will only grow on the plains will go here. Okay, and that's barley and flax. Okay. I think we could kill Bonemass now. Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky, kid. Bonemass. And we get the thing. We get a thing from Bonemass. Treasure hunting thing. Yeah, but I gotta get the pig thing done before we kill Bonemass. I wanted to do that. I'm gonna do it now because really I don't have a memory of this. I got something called Pig Farm. I just don't remember it all. I haven't drank since February, so it ain't that. Farm FOB 1. Yeah, I know what that one is. That's not the pig farm, is it? Thought I had one that's called Pig Farm. Or Farm 1. No such thing. I think there it is. It's Boar Farm 1. That's what it says. Alright. We're gonna go run up there in the morning. Let's see what the deal is with the portal. I have a portal on me. Aliens. I'm a firm believer that aliens exist. Close enough to say hi? I don't know. So I never really understood. Okay, so you get the Fermi paradox, right? Right? I understand. It's like, there should be a sky full of aliens. It's just a sky full of stars. You know. Just broke it down to infantry. Okay? Should be a sky full of aliens. They should be signaling us left and right. But would they? Then, of course, you got the Dark Forest theory saying, well, maybe they wouldn't because they'd be afraid, you know, that we're going to come over there and whomp them. Seems pretty paranoid, like a species who, you know, has never had a period in its entire species history where it wasn't fighting a war. Just that to say, you know, all species are like that. Oh, we got a radar tower here that hasn't been cleared. I guess we will have to take care of this. Frank, is that you? Why so serious, man? I'll get you in the nuts, son. I'm gonna hit you in the nuts till you fall down. Troll balls. Well, that's the way we're going. Hello, fountain. Surely you jest. Oh, I'm gonna be here long enough. Whoa, 2-star archer. Oh, he's only a 1-star. Hey, where is he? Oh, anyway, Dark Forest, right? They're supposed to be very afraid. But then they say we get this cosmic radiation thing, background radiation, and that, like, the spectrum of water as far as signals would be the best place to send signals. Because people can hear it then, but then they're saying we should be hearing it from everybody, but I don't know, it just seems confusing. How do they know? It's just like archaeologists, okay? They said the Milwaukee court, I'm just making up an example. It's all fake. The Milwaukee County Courthouse, okay, was built in 1868. It's a big honking edifice type thing, right? When the population of Milwaukee was like 20,000 people or so. But they don't say who constructed it or how long it takes to build or anything. There's no records of that. But same, type people be like, yeah, this was built by Sheop's nephew George and his wife Matilda in 5000 BC. Yeah, and they used copper tools, and they had beer and all this, and they used slaves, and they don't. Chefs used to get a haircut every Tuesday. What the hell am I looking at here? Anybody remember building this? Oh, yeah, I built this. I remember now. This was a lot of work. You guys got 2 stars in here yet? Probably not, huh? So what the hell's the name of the place? So there must be a portal. Warfire 1 is connected to what? There must be a portal just for, there is a portal just for it. It's that portal. The one behind me. Okay. Alright. And I guess I just put it on the list in case, I wanted to move that portal. I just got the name wrong. It wouldn't connect because that one was already connected. And I didn't think of it until I ran halfway across the damn map, huh? Holy shit, I got a hell of a boar farm up there, huh? That's fine. What I'll do is go up there and I'm gonna have to cull the herd anyway. Cull it down to 2 in each pen and then well, there's very few left there. Build stone edifice, which means I'll need to take some iron up there when I go. I mean, that was right there. Yeah, it's not. I'll just run the whole thing rather than take a boat. So although I think there's a place to park a boat, could take a baby boat. I'm getting off. I'm tired. Yeah. So anyway, the whole alien thing. Yeah. Okay. How do we know? I mean, are we sending signals? I know there's the meme of, yeah, they're watching our TV and all that, and they think we're all insane. I think they're kind of right, if that's the case. But if we were uplifted, in my opinion, I believe the Anunnaki stories. and not from a religious point of view, from a, yeah, they were aliens point of view. I'll have to sort this later because I'm tired. But in any case, neither here nor there. Are our signals strong enough to reach someplace, you know? Now, if these guys have been traveling a while, because you can get up the speed of light, probably 90% of it. Well, what that does is slows down time for the people on the ship. You could go a hell of a long distance and still be alive, you know, because time is slowed down for you. It's called time dilation. Okay? But the whole universe is still moving at the same time. Okay? It's not some kind of time travel or something like that. The time on Earth is still going at the time on Earth is doing, and the time in Earth's orbit is still going at the same rate that the time in Earth's orbit is doing, which is outside of the gravity well sun, so it's different. That was the main sticking point to get GPS working, because it is different from a satellite to the ground. But my point being, you know, the 3i Atlas thing could be from East Buttfuck Milky Way, you know, the other side of the Milky Way for all we know. And it could be the people who originally got on. It doesn't really necessarily have to be a generation ship or something like that, depending on how, you know, far they went and how long lived the people are. You know, and they could have been decelerating before they were even seen by NASA, because it's a big-ass sky, and they didn't see it till it was already inside the Oort cloud, I believe. In any case, then I just saw, but I didn't look at it, I didn't investigate. Like, there's a dozen chasing that one, a dozen other ones. And I'm like, what? Okay, now you guys are getting all crazy, but we'll see, huh? That was just, I don't know, this morning I think I saw that. I didn't listen to the video, but and then there's another one coming in from the different direction that's bigger, and it's gonna, I don't know, circle the Earth within 48 hours of the other, or I'm sorry, the sun, because they're both going around the sun in orbit. The one is, I guess, going to end up on Mars, but they were telling us it was going to end up by Earth before. Did it change course? Oh, was that misinformation? Because, you know, got all this damn AI shit going on now. Some people can look at that shit and say, yeah, oh, well, that's AI, but I don't have that discernment. All right, well, y'all have a good